and welcome to Bean's semi-guide. Don't really know everything, but a kind of overview to help anyone who needs it. We're going to go over the new talents, everything that happened, and kind of how the playstyle is, and all that. So the changes, we got Cyclone, amazing. We got Leader of the Pack, which is pretty cool, I'll show it. Leader of the Pack, pretty cool. And we got Heart of the Wild, which is this. Okay, I can't change talents here, so Heart of the Wild. And then we lost Melee Root, we lost Enraged Maim, which is like the in-cap maim that very rarely was used. We lost Protector, but we kind of gained Protector in a sense. And then we had a couple changes. Okay, so Cyclone is fucking awesome. If you know me, I love the Cyclone. And Cyclone's literally the best ability in the game. It's amazing, and we have it now, and literally it's amazing. That Cyclone, you spam it, it's spammable. It's an OPCC. It's great. I always use it. I'm never gonna not use it because of just, you just have to. Like, you got it granted back to you. You lost something and you got it back. It's a miracle. So never unspec it. Leader of the Pack, it's pretty kinky. I don't know how fucking good it is in general yet. Like, it gives you crit, great, and it kind of heals you. I really don't know how amazing it is. I haven't, like, really, like, I don't know. I mean, it seems good, but I don't know how fucking good it is. I played most of the games, honestly. But in general, I don't really know how good this is for us specifically. I think if you're playing with, like, a Holy Pally or something that uses crit a lot, I think it's probably really good to play. And then we also got Heart of the Wild. And I said we lost, what was it called? It was called Protector of the Grove. We lost Protector of the Grove, but basically they implemented Protector of the Grove in our Bear Form talent, which was Tooth and Claw. They basically put Tooth and Claw and Protector of the Grove in one talent, which is fucking awesome. So it's defensive and offensive at the same time, which is amazing, absolutely amazing. And we get this Enraged Maul now, which actually does 8% damage, which is actually pretty big. So altogether, this is an amazing talent. I think if you're getting trained, or if you think your partner's getting trained, you're really going to need to heal. I think it's a really good talent to take, honestly. And we have a couple changes. Savage Momentum change, where when you used to kick, it used to instantly reset Tiger's Fury. Now it resets it by 10 seconds, but also resets your Survival Instincts and Stampeding Roar by 10 seconds. I think it's pretty good. I don't know if it's better. Like, situationally, it could be better. If you could land kicks off cooldown, like literally off cooldown, then it's probably better than the old Savage Roar. Or Savage Momentum. But I don't know if you take it over like Leader of the Pack. I definitely would never take it over the Clone. Ferocious Bite, you lose Ferocious Bite if you're maybe multi-dotting, and you don't, I don't know about momentum. I don't know when you take it. I don't know if it's better a lot of the times or not. Overall, I haven't really taken it a lot. Also, we had to change the King of the Jungle. So King of the Jungle now, you increase healing by 15% and speed by 15% when you have 3 active rips on a target, which is really fucking sweet. I actually was using this yesterday. I was playing FPS or FPP, Feral Shadow Paladin, and we're trying different strats. We're trying CC strats and we're trying Rod Roll strats. So we kind of played like a little FLS a little bit. It was the first time I used King of the Jungle. It was really cool. You take a lot more healing. But it's only good when you're triple dotting, basically, and you're not playing Sabretooth, you're playing Lunar Inspiration. I'll talk about that in a second. So yeah, it's kind of fucking cool if you're triple dotting, but it's kind of a rare situation that you triple dot, so yeah, that's that. What's up next? Okay, so talents. Okay, so they changed up our talents in 8.1. So Sabretooth was switched from where Scent of Blood is right now to the first tree, which is really awkward because it makes you choose between Moonfire or having Bites, Refresher, Rip. And just having Ferocious Bite damage in general makes it a really, really awkward choice. I think in general, most of the time, like I'd say probably 85% of the time, Sabretooth is better right now. Just because it actually does damage and it keeps your Rip up. It just feels good overall. Like you can just feel your bites actually. When you're not playing it, you literally don't even feel your bites, I feel like. Then Lunar Inspiration. I've played this one time since like the first day of 8.1, and that was yesterday when I was triple dotting. I think it's probably good for triple dots, just in general. It's just comfortable, you can get combo points from it, you know, it's the same old Moonfire, but your bites don't do any damage. So when you're playing Lunar Inspiration, you're pretty much planning on just ripping and bleeding and rotting, not really ending with bites or anything like that. This row is the same most of the time. Wild Charge. Oh, they actually took Wild Charge off Global, which is really cool. Sometimes you go Renewal if you want. Anyway, Guardian and Resto Affinity, same deal as last patch. Resto Affinity versus things that aren't training you, obviously, or if they are training you, maybe they don't have a Mortal Strike. Like, let's say Wizards are training you, like a Moonkin Mage is training you or something. Resto Affinity could be really good. Guardian Affinity, when you're getting trained by like a Rogue, a Warrior, when you're getting trained by something that pretty much has a Mortal Strike, you go Guardian Affinity. Mighty Bash, just always. Then we have this row, which was a little change Savage Orders brought into this row. I think Soul of the Force, I don't know why I'm selecting Incarn right now, but I've basically played every game with Soul of the Force since 8.1. Incarn, it's okay, but you're just out of energy the whole time when you're not an Incarn. It's just not a fun playstyle, I think. So I play Soul pretty much every game. Savage Roar is actually kind of kinky. I kind of fucked with this in 2s for a bit. And it's actually a good amount of damage. You actually get a pretty good amount of regen back. It kind of feels like Soul of the Forest, but with maybe a little bit more damage. But I feel like it's only good if you're single targeting. Like, if you're doing other stuff, in 3s especially, it felt really awkward. Because the uptime was so, like, you couldn't sit there and clone or, like, it just felt bad in 3s. In 2s, it actually felt pretty good for single targeting. It felt like you did a good amount of damage with it. So, you know, but yeah, most of the time I just go Soul. Then this row has changed. This is just like a straight up AoE row. So we got Center Blood, which I'm never going to use. Brutal Slash, which I have only used, so I'd say probably go Brutal Slash. It's basically like a cheaper Shred with a little bit more damage. It's just decent overall. We got this new talent, Primal Wrath, which, see, I honestly, I've never actually used it, but it seems pretty bad because people can play around it. If they don't stack, it's not going to do anything. And even if they do stack, it only lasts for 12 seconds. So I don't know if it's ever really good in a PvP scenario. Like, if you know the teams are going to stack the whole time and just not play around it, maybe. But yeah, I don't think it's that good. It's pretty cool, but 12 seconds is not a long time. And then this row we got Moment, Blood Talents, and Feral Frenzy. So I've used all these talents separately. Moment I used when I was triple dotting last night with Lunar Inspiration, just literally just dotting the whole team, like keeping up dots, just having fun with the King of the Jungle, just literally dotting everything. I don't know if it's better than Blood Talents in that situation, but I fucked with it a little bit. I don't think it's that good. Unless you're playing certain traits, Wild Flesh Rendering, basically. Blood Talents, same old Blood Talents. Kind of boring. Like, it's good. You still do pretty decent bites with it, but I don't think it's necessary anymore, really. I've been really playing a lot with Feral Frenzy, and I've been loving Feral Frenzy for the double bites. It's basically like a Mark of Death. It just feels good. It feels kind of smooth. Yeah, I don't think the Blood Talents are really necessary anymore, but I think you could play Blood Talents or Feral Frenzy every game, and it would be pretty good overall. Okay, those are our talents, and our on-talents. Okay, now, I have all this stuff written down, one sec. So, Sabretooth or Lunar Inspiration, kind of went over that. If you're AoEing the whole team, Lunar Inspiration could be good. 85% of the time, you want Sabretooth. Okay, now we go to traits, okay? So, traits, this trait, let me get an example. So our old trait, Raking Ferocity, which is Untamed Ferocity now, was actually changed. This is what it does. You can read it here. Basically, it takes off 30 seconds on Incarn or 30 seconds on Berserk. That's basically what it does now. It used to be our big bite trait, and we don't have that anymore. So this talent, this trait, it's pretty dead, kind of. Like, I use it on my Alt Feral just because it's the only one I have. And it's kind of cool, like, to have a 2-minute 30 Berserk. I don't know if it's that game-changing, but it's kind of cool. Like, I use one of them. You know, I'm pretty sure if you stack them, I'm pretty sure they don't stack, so I'm, like, pretty sure about that. Okay, then you have this Tiger Fury one, which is Jungle Fury. This one is apparently actually pretty good. Apparently it's actually good in PvE, too. I'm not 100% on that, but I've heard that it's actually pretty good. When you actually use it, you get, like, 60% crit or something like that. So it's actually good burst, honestly. I would see it in, like, jungle, probably. Like, it's pretty good burst. You get a lot of comm points when you're critting, and you're just... I think it's pretty lame to have crit, like, honestly. But I think it's a pretty good trait in general. Then you have Battlefield Focus. Now, these aren't the ideal traits. I don't have all the traits. Like, I just have random traits, but... Then you have Battlefield Focus, which I use on my all. I use two Battlefield Focuses, and I actually like it, because Battlefield Focus is just like a neutral... it's a neutral thing that helps you and your partners. Sometimes it's my top damage. Like, it just seems good overall if you're not sure what to use. I would use 2 of these. I don't actually have 2 of these on this character, but on the Feral I play a lot. I use 2 Battlefield Focuses, and I like it, basically. Then after these traits, we have Gushing Lacerations, which I would love this to be good, but it feels like it does nothing. So I would probably not recommend you play this, but I really want this to be good. It should be good, and I hope eventually it is good, but I don't think it's good right now. And then we have, oh yeah, then we have Wild Flesh Rendering. Let's see if I have one on this guy. I think I do, yep. Then we have Wild Flesh Rendering. So this one's actually apparently pretty fucking good. I could see how good it, like, it straight up just doubles your shred damage, I feel like. If you have 3 of those, it's definitely worth a try. I actually don't have 3 on any of my characters. I think shredding is pretty lame in general, but I think it's probably a good talent or a good trait or whatever. It seems like it would do a lot of damage. So those are pretty much the 4 traits I think are pretty good. Okay, and now we can talk about our comps. So I think Jungle is still a really good comp. Hold on, let me get my Mog fixed. I gotta get my Mog fixed. Oh, yeah, no, gotta get my Mog fixed. Where's my Battlefield? Okay, there we go. I got a nice Mog going. Alright, let me get a close-up. Back the fuck up. Alright, so our comp choices. I think Jungle is still a pretty good comp. I don't think it's as good as it was, but I think when we get gear and all that and find out the perfect traits, I think Jungle will still be a really strong comp just because Survival Hunters are just really fucking good still. I think Ferals are pretty fucking good. Like, they're not as good as, like, Ellie Shamans right now or Unholy DKs, but I feel like Ferals, like, when they get a little nerfed, when the Ellies and stuff get a little nerfed, like, we get gear, we find the right traits, maybe Gushing gets buffed, I feel like Ferals will be in a really pretty fucking good spot. I feel like right now we're in a pretty good spot. So I think Jungle will be a good comp. It's pretty good right now, honestly. Then we have FM Priest and FM Pally. FM Priest, it takes a lot of mental energy to actually make that comp work. So I'd say it's a pretty hard comp to play right now because you're fighting Dampeners, you're fighting Ellie Shams, you're fighting Unholy DKs versus Priest is fucking rough in general. You don't do the most damage, both of you. Like, the Mage and the Feral don't do the most damage, so it's hard to land the kills, especially through Monk Healing right now, Mistweaver Monk Healing, and Shamans right now. Honestly, even Resto Druids. It's just hard to get the damage with that comp, and the CC. It's just a hard comp to play right now, especially with the Disc Priest. With a Pally, I think it's kind of a different story. It feels... I think I played it once or twice with Colo Mage, and honestly, we got to, like, 2,900 or just like it actually felt pretty fucking strong. So I think with a Pally, if you're gonna play with a Mage, I think try to play with a Pally right now. And then we have Ellie Feral. Of course, you play with an OP class, it's gonna be OP. So if you play with an Ellie, it's probably gonna work. Whatever class you play, if you're playing with an Ellie, it's probably gonna fucking work. So I found Feral Ellie would be really good. Like, honestly, I queued Feral Ellie. I had no idea what the fuck I was supposed to do or what to expect, and shit just died because it's an Ellie Shaman. So I'd say fuck with an Ellie if you know an Ellie. They do a lot of damage right now. They're just really fucking good right now. Then we have Shadow Priest Feral. Shadow Priest Feral Pally is the one I specifically played, but I also think FPS would work with a Shaman. This comp's honestly fucking insane. Especially because there's a bug in the game. Okay, I guess I'll say it here. There's a bug in the game with Shadow Priest talent. Basically, you either play it like FLS where you rot the whole team, literally kill everything. It can work. That's where I was playing the talent. That's where I was. I gave up Ferocious Moon. I was playing King of the Jungle when we were just rotting everything. It was pretty fucking funny because it's hard for me to die because I'm taking more healing, and it's a Shadow Priest, Omega Lol, and it's a Shaman or a Holy Pally healer. Basically, just makes it a really tanky comp, and you just rot the whole team. You can either do that, or you can play a CC way with a Paladin, most likely, where he's playing Rep. I have Cyclone, our Priest has Fear, our Priest either has Mind Bomb or Fear, Silence, Stun. Like, you can get very, very long CC chains, especially with Bash too and Hodge. Basically, you either play to CC the healer with Rep, Mind Bomb, Fear, Silence, Hodge, whatever the fuck, Bash, Clone. Either spam CC the healer or you play to rot. The comp, honestly, I played it once and it seems so fucking strong. And then one thing that's broken about it is Mind Bomb on Shadow Priest does not DR anything right now. It's his own DR. I don't know if that's intended. I'm assuming heavily not. But yeah, Mind Bomb is just his own DR, so that shit's fucking busted. And yeah, so that's probably one of my. I hopefully I can queue it more. This, you know, in general, queue it more. Okay, and other than that, you know, classic Primal Feral could be good. Haven't actually played it, but I could see it being good, honestly. With Cyclone Rep, like, it could honestly be pretty good, so that too. Other than that, I haven't really played other comps. I'm sure if you play with an Unholy DK, you can probably make it work pretty well. And, yeah, that's basically the quick overview of 8.1 so far for me. I'm probably wrong with, like, I don't know what traits are absolutely the best. I played double Battlefield Focus on the Feral I play, and I like it. I don't think it's the best. I don't know if it's the best. But yeah, those are my thoughts on everything and what is good right now and specs and stuff. So thanks for watching, and yeah, go to my stream and watch me and stuff. That'll be cool. Bye.